everybody, welcome to Chair Yoga, and we are going to do a short practice today that will help to give you a little bit of strength and also calm the nerves in this time of transition. So let's get started today. All you'll need for props are a book, so hopefully a book that's got a little bit of weight to it so that you can use that for some core strength. And something stretchy. So if you have an exercise band, that works great, but if you don't have that around the house, just a stretchy scarf or a pair of tights or a long sock will do. So have that on hand. So we'll start out today in a comfortable sitting position and finding those bones that come right down out of the bottom of the sacrum and out of your bottom area, and kind of shift back and forth on those so that you can find some balance in how you're seated. If you'd like, at this point, you can close the eyes down. If that's not comfortable for you, just have what we call a soft gaze. So eyes are just slightly closed as if you are thinking of drifting off to sleep. And then from here, let's begin with the breath. So the breath is our tool to inner calm, and we can use it whenever we want. It's always there for us. So inhaling the shoulders up to the ears, holding for 3 seconds. So we're going to hold the breath and the shoulders, and then exhaling down. Now I like to use what I call the de-stress breath, and that's an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. But if that causes any sort of stress for you, then just go for whatever your natural breath is. So through the mouth or through the nose. It's up to you. So we're going to do that de-stress breath with the shoulder squeeze 3 times. Inhaling up. And if you want to let the weight of the arms go, you can. We're holding. And then exhaling down. And again, inhaling up, imagining you're gathering up all the stress around your neck and shoulders and really squeezing it in as tight as you can. Exhaling down. And once more, squeezing up. Hold, hold, and exhale down. And from here, we're just going to shake out the arms. So shaking out the body is a great way to really move the energy through the nervous system, just kind of shake things out. Any kind of tension can be released through the fingertips. You can even shake out the feet and legs if you'd like here. So we're just acting as if our body is jello or some sort of moving fluid entity. All right. And then coming back to presence and bringing the hands to the knees or the thighs, whatever's comfortable for you. And from here, making sure those feet are flat on the ground, we're going to move into cat and cow. So imagining a string from the heart pulling up towards the sky, inhaling, drawing the shoulder blades together on your back, shoulders down away from the ears, and then exhaling, curling forward, bringing the belly button back towards the spine, chin comes towards the chest, and let that exhale be full, and then inhaling, again, lifting up from the heart to the sky, opening up. You can even open the arms up here, and then exhaling, curling down, releasing, squeezing the belly button as if you're trying to pull it to the spine and really get out all that stale air. And then back and forth. We'll keep moving. So inhaling and exhaling. Now let your breath guide this motion. So the breath is the one that's going to determine how fast or slow you're going. So trusting your breath to bring you where you need to be. If you want to make this a more energizing motion, you can move a little faster. So that would be breathing in, breathing out. And keep going with that. Again, let the breath determine your pace, or speed it up if you need that extra boost of energy, or slow it down if you feel like maybe it's time to rest and relax, or it's before bed. couple more breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Really going into the full motion to open up the spine. And then on your next inhale, holding for just a moment. And then exhaling, letting those arms come down to the side. Let everything release. Don't worry about holding the spine or body in any particular way. Letting out a sigh can be a great way to release tension. Feels like these are the times right now to sigh as you need. So from here, let's take that right arm up, lift it up. We'll do a rainbow stretch up and over the head and down, and then you can work the breath into that. So inhaling as you paint the rainbow across the sky, and exhaling, pressing down. So we'll do that 3 more times on the right side. If you want to pause and get a little more of a stretch, just be noticing that the right hip does not come up off the chair. And then coming down, 2 more. Inhale up and exhale down. Use that stress busting breath if you need to. And let's move to the other side. So this time weighting that right arm down, or you can have it on your hip or on your thigh, whatever's comfortable. Sometimes holding the chair can be helpful for balance here. So inhaling the left arm up and over, and exhaling down. Again, if you want to do that hold as you come up and over. Again, making sure the left hip doesn't come up off the chair. And you can even peek your head up towards the ceiling if that feels okay on your neck. And 2 more on that side, inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Inhale, maybe hold just a little more, and exhale. And then just let those arms be free. We'll do some shoulder rolls here. Shoulders up towards the ears and back and down. So as if they're on, maybe like they're like bicycle wheels, or sort of making a circular motion. And then reversing that. So we always want to make sure we get the motion in the opposite direction or opposite side. Great. All right. And so just finding your center once again. We're going to do our first forward fold, and we'll do a few of those today. So our forward folds are a way to really release the spine and the neck. So for forward folds, you can, if you have a pillow on hand, you can always have that right here in your lap if you need it, or you can allow your arms to be your nest to rest in, or you can let your body completely relax over your legs. So inhaling deeply through the nose if you can, and then exhaling, allow your body to drape over your legs. So I'm going to do the variation with a nest with my hands. The main thing here is to allow that neck to release completely. We'll be holding here for 3 breaths. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly come up. And then we'll move into just a bit of an energizer here. So taking the arms out wide and then drawing the fingertips in towards the shoulders. So your elbows are pointing out. Now, if this is not comfortable for you, you can have the elbows in. That's perfectly fine. So we don't want to compromise the shoulders at all if that's tough for the shoulder girdle. So either way, we'll try it, and we're going to just use the breath as we move from left to right. So we're going to inhale to one side and exhale to the other. So it's a fast breath. Now you're twisting gently. So this, of course, can be as slow or as fast as you want. And trying to allow the head to go with the body. Hips are stable. And really use that exhale as a chance to pull the belly button back towards the spine. Really engaging the core, keeping your back safe. Couple more. Get that oxygen in. Let those breaths be nice and full, even though they're fast. All right, and slow it down. Come back to center. Let those arms come down. Taking a moment to recalibrate, recenter. And then we'll reach for our scarves or bands, whatever you have. We're just gonna do one, actually we'll do 2 exercises with this. So we're going to come forward and we're going to open up. So what you're doing here is you're having some slack, opening up so that the elbows go back towards the back, the shoulder blades come together, and the chest actually lifts a little bit here. And we're just gonna do about 8 of these. So we're really just getting some strength here in the mid back to upper back area. You can exhale as you pull back with the elbows if that helps you, or just use your natural breath rhythm to get you through the exercise. So a few more. Excellent. And now we're going to take that same scarf, wrap it around the back of the chair, and then from here you're just grabbing back, pressing again the chest forward, letting those arms come back. Now for some people you might want to just grab onto the back of the chair, just see where your body's at. And then you're just holding the scarf or the chair and getting into a bit of a gentle back bend. So from here, if you'd like to lift the head slightly, you can, checking in with the neck. And again, really finding lift from the center of the breastbone up to the sky. Deep inhale and exhale, not holding the breath. And then you can let that go, let the scarf go, and we'll come into our second forward fold here. So let's this time inhale the arms up, and then exhale, and again find your version of the forward fold, either coming all the way down or making a nest with the arms or using a pillow, allowing the head and neck to release completely. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, coming up, and if you can, come up with your book, or take a moment and then reach down for your book. I like to find a book I haven't picked up in quite a while, so they're usually a little dusty. Might inspire you to take a look at that book at some point. So let's take the book and use it as a core strengthening tool for us. So what we're going to do now is again find some real strong stability in the legs, pressing into each toe so that you're really pushing into the ground. We want a stable base from which to work to protect the back and also to find strength in our legs and our core as we're working on this exercise. So this is a twist that will look a little bit like a twist you might do on the ground. So we're going to lean back slightly, maybe just an inch or 2 at an angle. If that's not okay, you can feel free to stay upright. From here, we're just twisting from side to side. So keeping the arms in tight, elbows in tight. Now this one you can do just with natural breathing. As long as you're not holding the breath, allow the breath to flow. Or if you want, you can try that rapid breath where you inhale to one side and exhale to the other. If you need to come back a little more, go ahead. And the book is kind of stable just in between the hands. Really feel out what works best for your body. I like mine to be right around kind of the mid section, the bottom of the book near my belly button. That works for me. So see what works for you. And we're going to keep going. All right, a couple more here. Really try to enjoy the breath here. Allow the breath to be soothing for you while you're doing this. And then releasing, we're going to release the book to one side, coming up slightly, and as if we're in a little bit of a twist here. And then release the book to the other side. Then we'll lay that book down on the ground. And we'll come into just a different type of twist here. So we're gonna take our left hand, wrap it over the right leg, come down slightly so you're pressing into the outside of the right thigh with your forearm. You can just do a little twist here, or if you want to raise up your right arm here, you can, and gently turn to look up towards the ceiling. Breathing, not holding. Using that constricted belly as a chance to allow the breath to really come in and open it up. And then we'll go to the other side. So taking that right arm to the outside of the left thigh, opening up if you feel comfortable with that left arm, or allowing the left arm to just drape down. Twisting. Really, if you have your arm up, moving those fingers towards the sky. Remembering that the lungs go really low, lower than you think in our body, so we're trying to get oxygen all the way down into those bottom parts of the lungs. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, coming back to center. From here, we're going to just move into a couple of final exercises. So we'll take our hands and intertwine the fingers, bringing that to the base of the skull, and inhaling, bringing the shoulders kind of away from the ears as you open up the elbows, exhaling, and taking the chin down towards the chest, allowing the elbows and arms to pull it down. Gentle pressure on the back of the head, making sure that your body isn't curling over, so keeping a nice tall spine, but the head and neck are coming down. And breathing. If you feel comfortable, dropping the right elbow, looking gently to the left. Again, checking that the shoulders aren't creeping up to the ears. Inhaling as you exhale, coming back to center. Inhaling, exhaling, looking over to the right this time. Couple breaths here. Nice inhale, and then exhale back to center. Inhaling up, opening the arms up, and allowing it to come back down. So from here, we'll do one last exercise, taking that left leg, crossing it over the right. So it's kind of like you're making a figure four here. You're trying to create a 90-degree angle with the legs. So the foot's not in close, it's out close to the knee here. And then from here, we're going to press down gently, just above the knee and outward. Now, if that's a plenty for you, stay right there. If you want to go further, you can begin to come down, or even folding the arms and allowing the body to come over to open up that thigh. Might give a little relief if there's any sciatic pressure. Head can be up or down. Couple more breaths. Allowing the breath to flow freely, so not holding. And then inhaling up, let's cross the other leg over. Get the hands where they need to be. You might find the sides are a bit different for you. We usually have one side that's more flexible. Taking a deep inhale and then exhaling over. Again, head up or down. Next inhale brings us up. We'll now take the palms together and press in. So if you've been having a lot of work from home, the hands and fingers and forearms might be tense or tight, so this is a great exercise to do for that. So really pressing in the palms, putting lots of pressure on here, and then turning them down and doing the same thing. Now again, take the pressure off if that feels uncomfortable on the wrists at all. Another alternative here is to just pull the hands back and hold, so either way. One more breath in and out. And then we'll twist the wrists a bit here, circling and reversing the circle. And if you want to put some stretch in the front of the hands, you can either do either side or putting both on the thighs and then moving the body forward just slightly in order to put some pressure down and breathing into that. Coming back up. So we'll just end today with what we call the sigh breath, which is a breath that just helps to release a little bit of that tension, like I said earlier. So if you'd like, you can rub the palms together, gather up a little bit of heat, and place your hands on your heart just to give you a stabilizing point, a center point. Closing the eyes down or having that soft gaze. And then inhaling. As we exhale, we will sigh. We're going to do that 3 more times. So inhaling, exhaling it all out. 2 more times. Last time, really imagining something you really need to get out and giving that a try. So inhaling. Letting go of all that frustration and stuck energy and tension, control, all those things, the inability to not know, all the things that we're challenged with right now in these times. And then just taking a moment to check in with your body. Give yourself a little glimmer of gratitude for taking time out for yourself today. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.